All right. Um, sorry about that, chat. It seems that I have miscalculated on how much time that I was gonna take. Other than that, welcome to the stream. And hello there, Alpando. You're the first one here. Thank you for coming by. And Father, what are you doing just now? By the way, Father, we can watch it together, you know? Oh, you're busy, okay. Never mind about that, but yeah. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, for now, for this time, we're gonna be doing some Witches X Warlocks. It's a game that I should really just try to complete. So yeah, we'll just get on with it then. Let's see. Okay, just adjusting and
Okay,
then.
you remember that? Okay, remember when there's a time, right? You were on the internet a
By
lot.
the way, chat,
I had
do not mind
I
the
had
things in the
I used to
background.
have like maybe around like
I'm
after
just in the
12, I
PC with
guess.
some
I
friends.
have like my own phone after 12,
So
I
yeah,
guess, like 13 or 14.
I'll just
And
get
then
on with
those were the
this.
only things I opened up, remember, right? Robert Kiyosaki lah, motivation about like every day I wake up, you gotta make your bed and then shit like that. There's some Islamic motivations. And then I just realized that I'm just baiting into this motivation shit, you get me? I mean I get it.
Yeah.
And then
I
I
mean,
just
man, they just look good. Basically, they're getting paid for their looks
yeah,
and
in the end,
reputation.
you just need friends. That's it. You need some
Yep.
friends like you guys. You
Uh,
guys make me feel like something
wrong
inside.
thing.
You guys even let me do
Also,
streaming.
Arrow.
Let's go.
Arrow is streaming, right?
Yeah, I
Wait,
am
are you?
streaming.
Oh, you're streaming. Oh, sorry. You look too
Don't worry about it.
excited. Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
oh,
Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
scammers, you
Clean, clean,
motivational
clean the
speech
house. Arrow nightshade beneath
scammers.
the tidy.
If you wanna get up, get up. If you wanna sleep, sleep. My God.
I am up.
Get smart. That's it, man. Get smart. That's it. Willpower and strength is not enough. Not enough. Never enough. Oh yeah, Arrow, what are you doing now?
I'm streaming.
Like, we're not even playing games.
What do you mean playing games?
We just chatting?
No. I mean, yeah, I am playing. I am playing. Yeah,
What are you playing?
I'm playing a game. Yeah.
A visual novel?
Yeah. Visual novel. Just the usuals.
I'm sorry.
I have to apologize, Arrow.
I always thought.
You're a thoughtless, bumbling, devil-may-care, hair-headed slob.
Zero.
Zero, one adjective at a time, please.
But
It seems like maybe deep down you're actually a responsible person. Father, welcome to the chat, or welcome to the stream. Yeah, by the way, Father, I made you a VIP.
Oh, thank you, man. I'm. I feel. I'm happy.
No worries about it. Yes, praise me some more.
maybe.
Very, very deep down. Carefully, I climbed the ladder, a pail of cleaning equipment in my hand.
How?
How was Damien injured so badly?
Um,
They said they were trying to clean the top shelf of this cupboard, but while on the ladder, one of their joints gave out suddenly.
ouch.
Yeah, I think I need to increase the voice volume a bit. I sigh. It's pretty rare for that to happen to Damien. I'm
Oh,
not even a
thank you for
klutz, so
applause.
I'm pretty worried.
Beauty.
Home now?
Arrow?
Don't worry.
I'm sure Damien will come home in tip-top shape after the surgery at the human shop.
Right.
So am I.
And then
I want to give Damien a big surprise when they get back and find this place all spick and span, not even a single crumb of new to be found.
Are you sure?
I think that's very kind of you. Only, are you sure you'll be fine?
um
What do you mean?
May I remind you?
You're barely keeping your balance on top of that rickety ladder while holding a mop in one hand and a pail of soapy water in another.
Well,
A series of tasks that would challenge even a trained acrobat.
right.
I am? I am.
Amazing.
Amazingly talented, aren't I?
don't.
Accidentally trip and fall too, Arrow. You're such a worrywart, Zero. I tiptoe on the uppermost rung, straining to reach the corner of the cupboard shelf with my mop.
The incomparable. The one and only.
No accident could possibly happen to Ironichi.
Ah,
Cockroach! Cock!
Careful!
I flint away from the creepy crawly and simultaneously lose my balance.
ah.
For one dizzying moment, I am in free fall. An unseen force catches me mid-air.
Huh?
I'm floating, buoyed up in mid-air by an invisible wave, as are my mop and pail on either side of me. Slowly, the force ebbs away, settling me and my mop and pail gently on the floor. My brain rattles inside my skull as I recover from the fall.
Well,
What happened?
Thank goodness.
I caught you in time. You scared me to death. But Zero, you're a poltergeist.
Uh,
Unless you want to turn into one, don't ever do something so.
wait.
That's it. I'm an idiot. I should have taught you telekinesis.
ah.
Telekino what?
That's right.
It's a poltergeist spell that allows you to move physical objects about, like slamming doors in empty rooms, breaking plates, plunging cosmetic boxes into ponds, or catching witches falling from ladders,
Precisely.
or controlling a mop and pail into cleaning the cupboard without needing to hold them yourself.
Can you teach me?
Oh, that sounds useful. Teach me, Zero.
Pay attention.
Alright, prepare yourself, Arrow. I'm going to teach you how to cast telekinesis.
Prepare yourself, Arrow.
Indeed.
Yes, prepare yourself. What does it sound?
Telekinesis!
Hold on a second.
Arrow. Arrow.
You know, I'm just very tempted to do this with you. Come with me.
I can show you the world.
Why, hello there, Father Muzan. You are now on the stream.
I'm streaming. I'm watching anime.
Don't worry about it.
I'm watching the sad anime, man. Like it's really sad. Yeah, correct.
Oh yeah, you're the one who's actively talking here, so yeah. I don't mind putting you in here as well.
I mean, yeah, I'm actively talking because like I don't know.
Don't worry, I'm just enjoying the ASMR.
What ASMR?
Arrow talking.
Wait, my voice is ASMR?
Mayhaps.
I mean, it's kind of fair, I suppose.
I mean, everyone in the VC, you guys' voice are soothing.
Dang. I didn't know you thought of us like that.
She always thought like, oh, no.
What do you mean?
Inch by inch, the mop and the pail rise up from the ground like zombies from the grave.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Dip the mop into the pail, take the mop out.
Well done.
Not bad.
Da-dee-da.
Wipe, wipe, wipe the mop on the shelf, shelf, shelf.
But
With a spell such as telekinesis, concentration is absolutely key. How strange. There's a round button-like thing.
mm-hmm.
The instant you lose it,
Huh?
it's moving! It's moving!
Uh,
The spell breaks.
Ah!
Cockroach! It flies! Zero! It's flying! The mop and pail drop as a small brown creature whirs through the room before propelling up and out of the open window.
telekinesis.
Zero catches the mop right before it lands on my head, and the look of relief crosses his face briefly.
Huh.
Telekinesis isn't the easiest spell to cast, especially when you're casting it for the first time, and being frightened by flying cockroaches.
Well,
That too, when you've quite recovered. Shall we try again? After an hour, under Zero's tutelage, I used telekinesis to clean not just the cupboard, but every nook and cranny of the kitchen.
Yes!
There, when Damien returns, Hero, I'm home.
Yeah!
They're back.
I...
Can I stay? I'd like to see the look of surprise on their face too.
Of course!
Thank you for all your help, Zero.
Apologies.
I'm sorry I caused a mess in the kitchen earlier due to my accident. I'm going to clean it up right away, don't worry.
Oh,
Hero? And Zero? What are you... And why's the kitchen... Oh. As I was stocking shelves, I heard some students snickering and whispering to each other. Somehow, I got the feeling they were up to no good. I couldn't quite make out what they were saying. After improving my hearing, I realized they were planning to drop a darkness bomb so they could rob us blind. Literally. I had them leave before they could do any harm. When I told Mr. West about the almost incident, he rewarded me for my trouble. What's this? Okay, I should focus on my stream. What the heck?
Zero.
You know, Zero?
Yes.
Hello.
Well,
I've been thinking. I know very little about you, don't I?
That's right.
You know very little about everything, Arrow. That is why you are in such imminent danger of flunking your exams and getting expelled from Dwemermere High.
Speaking of which,
How far did you progress with tonight's study plans?
Um,
You've been by my side the whole time. You probably know the answer to that question better than I do.
oh yeah,
Do I? In which case, I must warn you that unless you start studying seriously and stop wasting time asking inane questions,
right.
that's just it. I fold my arms across my chest in the most exasperated expression I can muster. Zero isn't escaping this time.
huh?
Like,
Whenever I bring up the topic of your past, you try to deflect it and change the subject.
Do I?
yes.
You do, Zero. You're my oldest friend, and I want to know more about you.
But,
If you don't wish to tell me anything, all you have to do is say so, and I'll stop, because I respect your privacy.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't a matter of privacy. He lets out a defeated sigh.
Actually,
The reason I don't like to talk about my past is hardly that glamorous. I simply haven't much of a past to talk about.
but,
You've been a poltergeist for quite a long time, haven't you?
yes.
For much, much too long.
My earliest memories.
Were of haunting the north part of the graveyard in the name escapes
It was.
me. A quaint little English village.
I remember.
The vane on the church steeple agleam in midday, and the low, sad chimes of the church bell, telling out to those whom time no longer meant anything. His eyes are hazy like the night sky as he reminisces about the distant memories of his past.
oh.
Sounds so peaceful there. He whips his head up towards me, my comment having broken him from his trance.
No.
Peaceful? It was so unbearably boring that it drove me out of my mind.
Eventually.
One fine night, I decided I couldn't stand it any longer and left.
Mm-hmm.
I went here and there, haunting whatever took my fancy. Lonely wind, swept roads, crumbling, disused castles, and dark, waking towns.
Um,
Were you fond of those days?
Not a bit. In the past.
I was light and free and at a loss, so to speak. I drifted aimlessly, wherever the wind blew.
Mm-hmm.
One evening, I wound up here, in Halloween Town.
Actually.
I hadn't planned to stay longer than I did anywhere else, but for one reason after another, I never was able to get around to leaving. Eventually, I just got used to the idea of living here. Hmm.
No, Joanne. No.
Oh my, what's happening?
What the fuck, man? All this time he thought his family was alive, only to know they died halfway.
Dang, this
No.
is that's just sad, man.
Bro, what the fuck, man? Someone's cutting onions. Oh man, no, the happy-go-lucky guy is breaking down. He's coughing, he's dying. No. Say something, Joanne.
like,
Is there anything you miss from when you were, I mean, from where you came from?
I've forgotten. I.
I know I once missed my family and friends in the slow, bitter nights when I was alone. Now I can't remember their faces. Wait, now I can't remember their names, or their faces, or what their laughter sounded like.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
A lot of water has flown under those bridges, and a good thing at that. I gaze into Zero's eyes, which have become low and smoldering, like embers about to die. Instinctively, I reach out to touch him, but check myself at the last moment. Zero observes this with a sad smile.
Um,
What does that mean?
What?
What does what mean?
Well,
That the thing holding you is losing its grip. What does that mean?
That means.
It means my memory is weakening in my old age, which is pardonable since I have been in Halloween
Oh
Town
man,
long
not like
before you were
this.
even born. And yeah,
Not
chat.
like.
Yeah, by the way, chat, you don't have to care much about what Father Muzan is going through
Oh
because
man.
he's currently watching Eden Zero. So yeah.
No, I'm watching the last person. Fumetsu no
Listen,
Anatane.
listen. Look at my
Oh,
pictures.
dang it. Oh my goodness.
No,
Why is
it's
that
sad
one?
and Eden Zero is not that sad.
Oh, oh my goodness. You fooled me.
Ah, that's so good.
Why that?
I
Why,
like it.
why did you change it at the last second?
But.
You, my dear Arrow, are young, and unless your memory starts improving dramatically and with great haste, you will fail your Halloween exams and get expelled from school. Fine, be that way. I turn to my books in a huff. Just as I am about to lift my pen, Zero speaks up.
Thank you.
Hmm, what for?
Never mind.
We spend the rest of the night in companionable silence.
Your pictures. That's some mood. Why not use the orange cat? The orange cat seems.
Let's buy one blue potion. Buy two red potions.
No.
One
No.
pink potion. This learn. Learn.
No, he's dead.
Gentle giant. Smash.
No.
Huh?
Oh,
Are you alright?
No way.
Damien, I broke my potion bottles, and I'm not wearing any shoes or socks. Hold on, I think I need to adjust the volume again. The voices need to decrease it to this much. That should be good. I stare at the thousand pieces of glasses scattered on the ground all around me in dismay. I am undoubtedly trapped. I'm going to be here forever and miss my exams and the Halloween party. With a clenched fist, I tilt up my head and shed a false tear.
I'm sorry.
So all the couples out there who will never meet, having been deprived of my matchmaking prowess, know that my heart goes out to you.
Please.
Don't be like that.
You see?
I can sweep away the shots for you. Damon opens their mouth and sings a few notes. It's quiet for a moment, but before I can ask, I hear a scuffling noise. It starts coming from the corner of the room and then the walls. Suddenly, from everywhere, mice! As they run towards Damien, they mimic the tune in their own squeaky way.
Wow.
Damien crouches down as they softly pet the furry animals.
Please.
Excuse me, friends. If you don't mind, could you please help us pick up this mess? Sure enough, Little Paws begins to swiftly and carefully collect the glass, depositing it into the trash bin Damien brings out for them. And the kitchen is clean within seconds. Well, aside from the cheese Damien happily sprinkles around for the lot. After they accept their reward, the mice clear off as quickly as they came.
Amazing. Like.
You're like that one character from the movies. Cinderella?
Huh?
Not really.
Joanne!
I get along, better with creatures than I do with people after all.
Right.
It must be because you're so gentle with everyone and everything. I could see it. If I was an animal, I sure would like to be around you too, just like we are now. They bashfully put their head up. They bashfully put their hand up to their left cheek and traced small circles on the ground using their tippy toes. I'm not sure about that one.
A long
just-
time ago.
It's just, before I came to Halloween Town, after my maker passed away, most of my companions were animals.
Sometimes.
Whenever I'd come across a creature on the road that was hungry or lost or being troubled by humans, I would help them out.
You see,
And in time, well, they would try to help me too. Aww, that sounds so precious.
Yes,
I want cute animal friends like you.
but
For as long as I can remember, small creatures have had a tendency to run away from me. Oh, Arrow, you're probably just too energetic.
well,
If you're kind to them and respect their boundaries, it's not too difficult.
although,
If you'd like to call upon them and speak in a way they understand, I do know a spell for that.
yeah.
I really want to learn. Show me!
all right.
But if I teach you the spell, Gentle Giant, you have to be careful with it.
Please.
It's not a spell to control another. You may only ask favors of the animals, and in exchange, you must offer them something in return.
No way.
You worry too much. Do I look like someone who would be even a little mean? You look into my eyes and smile. My own heart gives me a spook when it skips a beat.
No.
And that's why I trust you.
Well,
Additionally, abusing the spell will cause you to lose trust with the animals. If they have no faith in your bond, the magic will no longer work.
All right.
Got it! I don't want to ask them for anything anyway. Just talking to them seems neat.
okay.
I understand.
It's simple.
The song I just sang is in bed with old magic from the forest. If you sing it, the animals that hear it will understand your intention.
Oh.
Do you think you could maybe show me one more time then?
Watch closely, please.
I'll try and teach you to cast Gentle Giant. I attempt to sing the notes that Damon had done, but I think I mess up a little here and there. Unexpectedly, Damon sings with me, and my solo becomes a duet, but still, no furry friend in sight. I cross my arms and pout. Is it because they don't trust me yet?
Wait.
No, Arrow, look there. I turn around. From near the entry of the kitchen, a small black kitten walks up to us. When our eyes met, it mews at me, and my heart melts.
Wow.
Hello. Oh my gosh, did you come talk to me? Thank you so much. When I speak, it pads over and rubs against my knees. I think I'm going to cry, and Damon smiles, gently patting my head.
All right.
I'll leave you two to it. There's some milk in the fridge when you're done. Damien leaves, and I spend the entire afternoon chatting with the kitten instead of getting any work done. But I think I'm on my way to getting my very own familiar, as a proper witch should.
The incomparable. The one and only.
At this rate, failing the exams will be impossible for the wonderful, da-da-da, the incomparable, da-da-da, the one and only Arrow Nightshade of Dwimimir High.
Come again!
Thanks, Doc. Come see us again soon. The instant the last two customers leave, Carmilla hums cheerily to herself and locks the front door for lunch. I'm about to take the first bite of my burger when she turns to me with a sort of smug satisfaction.
I'm parched.
We worked hard this morning, did we not? I'm positively parched. I stare at her with my mouth open, a very appealing sight, before clamping it shut. Parched?
Oh, you mean
Hold on, I'll grab your lunch for you, and we can eat together. I go to look underneath the counter in case she left the bag, but there's nothing. Quickly, I race to the back, but there isn't anything in the icebox either. As I return, Carmilla eyes me, full of amusement. Did you forget your lunch today?
Mm-hmm.
Seems so.
Whatever shall I do?
I look back at my own lunch, a leftover burger from last night's supper, and a bottle of milk. I guess I could go halfsies.
Well,
If you need a drink, you can have some of mine. I thrust the unopened bottle towards Carmilla, but she immediately takes a step back like it's Miss Scarlet, which I'm pretty sure it's not. What gives?
I...
Oh, no thank you, dear. No thank you, dear. Milk is not quite to my taste.
You know?
It never really satisfies me, you know? She smiles gently and saunters over to me. When I look into her eyes, I see the same spark as when she looks at customers. It's chilling. I know what she's doing, but her voice is so hypnotic, it almost causes my heart to skip a beat.
But...
My darling little witch, you do know what would satisfy a thirsty vampire, yes?
huh?
Blood?
Uh,
If it's bad enough that you'd want to enthrall me, I guess I could give you some of mine, but you owe me,
right.
and it better not hurt. Sweet Arrow, you're always full of surprises.
I feel a little embarrassed.
Even when you knew what I was up to. Oh goodness, I feel embarrassed. She glances away and twirls her hair around her index finger.
Well,
We're friends, and you're always helping me out, so I think it's the least I can do.
My dear.
You're so kind. Not to mention 100% right.
I promise.
I swear to you that I shall only take the tiniest bit.
Come on!
Give me your hand, please. I do exactly as she asks. With one of her satisfied little hums, Carmilla kneels before me and takes my hand, then gently presses her lips to the back of my palm. I feel a pinch for just a moment, but then nothing but a little dizziness. Carmilla lifts her head and licks her lips before removing a handkerchief from her sleeve, which she carefully wrapped around my hand. Red berry with notes of chocolate and cream. You certainly like your sweets, don't you? Huh? You can tell all that. You can tell all that from my blood.
I have experience. I suppose.
If you're truly curious, I suppose I could give you a pittance of my own.
Of course.
Few things upon this earth are quite as energizing as fresh blood. When you have acquired the taste, of course. She does look like she has a lot of get up and go. But drinking blood? Alright, I am a little tired.
well,
If it tastes as good as you say, a little wouldn't hurt.
I'm impressed.
Oh, how adventurous. I'm very impressed.
But,
My sweet witch, it's hardly serious.
you know,
To drink a vampire's blood is to become one yourself, after all.
really?
What? Really?
yes.
So be careful what you agree to, Arrow.
Hmm.
There may be a number of benefits to vampirism, but you should think them over first.
At any rate,
I do know a less physical means of absorbing energy. It may not be as effective as blood, but it should provide a pick-me-up in a pinch.
Oh,
You mean like draining psychic energy? I wiggle my fingers spookily at Carmilla, and she shakes her head, smiling briefly.
Mm.
Something like that, yes. It's a spell called Leech Life. Okay, Leech
yeah.
Life. That sounds ominous, but let's get to learning.
I'll teach you.
Alright, darling. I'll teach you how to cast Leech Life. Wait, Life Leech. I couldn't remember which one it is. Carmilla spends the rest of our break instructing me on how to steal energies indirectly. It's a pretty simple process. All you have to do is lock eyes with your target after casting the spell, and you'll slowly drain their energy. Nice and straightforward. And even I could mess this up. I haven't had a chance to test it though. After she showed me, Carmilla wouldn't even look at me. The awkward silence stretches between us for what seems like forever. Shortly after our break, the customer finally shows up, and they're wearing a mean face that spells business. Hey, I wanted to return this. I blink, then quietly tap the small board next to the counter sheepishly.
Well,
We have a no returns policy on every product in the store. Sorry. What does that matter? My spell didn't work. I demand to see your manager. Our eyes meet, and we just sort of stare at each other. It takes me a second to gather my notes, but I decide to put what I've learned to good use.
Life leech!
Slowly, the man's shoulder begins to sink, and I feel a bit of energy gradually wake me back up. Thankfully, after about 5 minutes, he just shakes his head and wobbles off without a word.
Yes!
Nightshade wins! As I fist pump into the air, I think I catch Carmilla smiling at me out of the
No,
corner of
man,
my eye.
come on. Why does she have to die?
Oh my goodness. You know, everyone is gonna die in that series, right?
Which one?
Everyone.
Anata,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah.
Yeah,
Matsu, whatever.
yeah.
Everyone's
I
gonna die.
know. That's kind of like the gist of the story. I know already, but you know, like when you spend time and you're like looking at the character development for a while, I'm like, come on, man.
I mean, yeah, you make a point.
It's so sad.
You make a point, though.
It's sad.
But when I go to look again, she seems to have vanished. Too unprofessional? Or maybe I should be careful with this spell, as she told me to. Not like I'm going to be leeching out the answers to the Halloween exams anytime soon.
Good night.
Oh, have a good
Have a
rest.
good night.
What the heck?
You were asleep now, weren't you?
Oh my goodness, what is this?
Nah, about to.
No, I'm just watching anime.
I'm just enjoying the ASMR.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh my goodness. Dang. That's some really hilarious profile pictures Jude and Cherry has.
Come on, Arrow, join us. But you go with Muzan.
Nah, I'll take a pass for this time. Using part-time goblin. Today I went to work. Nothing special happened and I earned a good amount of pocket money.
Damien!
Just a moment.
What's taking them so long? Damien, do you need some help? My question gets a very obvious answer when Damien appears near the top of the stairs with a large stack of books in their hands. Can they even see over that paginated mountain?
Apologies.
I just wanted to make sure I had brought.
Ah,
I rush over as Damien trips over their feet, but it's too late. They go over the banister and tumble down the stairs, landing in a heap of books and limbs on the floor.
Damien!
Damien!
No.
Speak to me! I dig through the books, but they don't move.
Damien!
Are you...
Oh.
No. Don't let me get accused of murder.
it's okay.
I'm still alive.
Huh?
With a grunt, Damien stands themselves back up and dusts off unseen dirt from their clothes. There wasn't a scratch on them.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to make such a mess.
Wait.
I'll clean it. Wait,
Are you alright?
you're quite pale.
Damien,
Damien!
no!
What are you doing? I cry crocodile tears and throw my arms around their neck to emphasize their horrible crimes against my sanity. They tense a little at first, but wrap their arms around me not long after.
Don't you know?
Don't worry me like that ever again. I almost had to